set of prayers we all should meditate on. Would be Shukdev Goswami's prayers. So every Sunday, before we begin the verse for the day, we will just recite through the whole verses. And at your homes, every day you can do that in your own time. And then in this way, within a few months, Krishna will, these verses are memorized. And then you are constantly singing these verses anywhere and everywhere. And not only that, but you are recognizing the word-to-word meanings and Srila Prabhupada's purpose, the pertinent points in his purpose. And you have a sense of gratitude of how wonderfully Krishna is acting in our lives through these verses. So Srīmad Bhāgavatam is Krishna. Krishna is life, is Chaitanya, and these verses are life as well. And as soon as these verses enter through the channel of ears, the courtyard of our hearts, then Krishna wonderfully rejoices and dances through the sound vibration of these verses. And through the sound vibration of these verses, we can actually capture the lotus feet of Krishna. This is no over-exaggeration. Brahmaji testifies this. He says in his prayers later on, Yetu Tvadiya Charanam Bhuja Koshanandham, that his Charana Ambuja, the lotus feet, Koshanandham, there is a nice saffron-like smell coming. But how do we get that smell? Jigranti karna vivarai shrutivātanītam. By the sound vibration carried by the air. Jigranti karna, when it enters the karna ears, shrutivātanītam, the talks of Krishna, which is here, Shruti. And this is the way that the aroma of the lotus feet of Krishna enters our ears and in our hearts. Shrutivātanītam. And there, the devotee, he gets hold of the lotus feet of Krishna with great zeal, not to leave lotus feet of Krishna. These verses should not be treated as something alien or foreign. This is very much our original language of approaching Krishna. And that's why Srila Prabhupada has written this in Sanskrit. And those who don't know Sanskrit, then he has written this in Roman, so that at least through English medium we can memorize this, learn this. And then he has basically given the word-to-word translation and insights in this word-to-word translation. And then he's given the translation and the wonderful purpose. So it's chapter 2, text number 11 or 4? Chapter 4, sorry. Canto 2, chapter 4, text number 12. From 12 it starts. Everyone can. So actually, for the festival of unity, we're going to sing this in a musical way. So tonight we'll be practicing this, so you all can come and participate, and it will be a good offering to Krishna, Shri Viraja on the day of his appearance. Can I have the mridanga? We'll try to do it in a musical way. Okay. Thank you. Narayanam namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Shri Shukavacha. So I'll sing 2 lines and then you can repeat. Then I'll sing the 3rd line, then you repeat the 3rd line, and then 4th line I'll do, then 4th. So 2, 1, 1. Nama Parasmai Purushaya Bhuyase. Sorry. Nama Parasmai Purushaya Bhuyase Sattu Bhavasthana Nirodha Leelaya. Viveka Shakti Chitayaya Dehinam Andarbhavaya Nuparashadadhani Bhuyo Namah Sat Vijinachidesatam Bhuyo Namah Sat Vijinachidesatam Asambhavaya Khila Sattva-murtaye. Pumsam punah paramahamsamashvame. Yavasthitanam anumetyadashise. Namo namaste Rishabhaya Sattvatam. Vidurakaśthāya muhuntu yoginam. Nirasta samyātishayena rādhasāt. Svadhamanivam maniramsyate namaha. Yat-kirtanam yat-smaranam yadīkshanam. Yat-vandanam yat-shravanam yat-arpanam. Lokasya satyo vidhunoti kalmasham. So in this way, if we can take some time out every day, it doesn't take long, 5 minutes, and just sing these verses nicely. And each day, at least one verse, try to memorize it, word to word, and translation. And then over time, then these verses will stick with us. And then if you are anywhere, we can just recall and sing these verses. And in this way, remember the various qualities of Krishna. So many qualities of Krishna is mentioned here, and we can go over those qualities. So this evening we are having the conclusion part of these prayers. So if you are free this evening, please come. And we'll also be practicing. So, the musical way, the violin, the flute, maybe the tabla and mridanga, kartals, harmonium, as many instruments as possible. Let's see how all the mashup works out.
What time is it?
4:30 will start. So, everyone who's online hearing this, please come at 4:30. And whatever musical instruments you have, please bring along, and we'll try to make an offering for Krishna nicely. One thing we have to remember, that everything happens due to the energy of Krishna. Shukadeva Goswami is the best speaker of Srīmad Bhāgavatam. But yet he acknowledges he can only speak if only Krishna is pleased with him, and only if Krishna decorates his words, his vacha. So in the last verse, second last verse, Shukadeva Goswami is asking for his blessing. Solam prasishta bhagavan vachamsi me. O Lord, be pleased to decorate my words. So any endeavor we do, the blessings of Krishna is required. Without blessings of Krishna, nothing is possible. On our own merits, we are nothing, but if we rely on Krishna, then we get enormous confidence. And that confidence can make us courageous and brave, because Krishna's energy is much, much superior, parasa shakti. And he has got many, many varieties of energies. Vidhaiva shruyate. We, on our own, we are limited in our capacity, therefore we are anu. But Krishna is unlimited, and therefore he is Guru. And his greatness is insurmountable. But nonetheless, for his pleasure, if we approach him and beg for his permission, that please allow us to glorify you, then he can empower us through his various energies, and then everything becomes possible for the devotee to do, because he is doing it for the pleasure of Krishna and his devotees. So the verse for today is chapter 5, text number 3. Sarvam etat bhavan veda.
Sarvam etat bhavan veda.
Bhuta bhavya bhavat prabhu.
Bhuta bhavya bhavat prabhu.
Karamalakavat vishvam.
Karamalakavat vishvam.
Vignanavasitam tava.
Vignanavasitam tava.
Sarvam etat bhavan veda.
Sarvam etat bhavan veda.
Bhuta bhavya bhavat prabhu. Karamalakavat vishvam.
Karamalakavat vishvam.
Vignavasitam tava.
Vignanavasitam tava.
Sarvam etat bhavan veda.
Sarvam etat bhavan veda.
Bhuta bhavya bhavat prabhu.
Bhuta bhavya bhavat prabhu.
Karamalakavat vishvam.
Karamalakavat vishvam.
Vignanavasitam tava.
Vignanavasitam tava. Sarvam etat bhavan veda. Bhuta bhavya bhavat prabhu. Karamalakavat vishvam. Vignanavasitam tava.
Anyone else?
Sarvam etat bhavan veda.
Sarvam etat bhavan veda.
Bhuta bhavya bhavat prabhu. Karamalakavat vishvam. Vignanavasitam tava. Sarvam etat bhavan veda. Bhuta bhavya bhavat prabhu. Karamalakavat vishvam. Vignanavasitam tava. Sarvam etat bhavan veda. Bhuta bhavya bhavat prabhu. Karamalakavat vishvam. Vignanavasitam tava. Sarvam etat bhavan veda.
Sarvam etat bhavan veda.
Bhuta bhavya bhavat prabhu.
Bhuta bhavya bhavat prabhu.
Karamalakavat vishvam.
Karamalakavat vishvam.
Vignanavasitam tava.
Vignanavasitam tava.
Sarvam etat bhavan veda.
Sarvam etat bhavan veda.
Bhuta bhavya bhavat prabhu.
Bhuta bhavya bhavat prabhu.
Karamalakavat vishvam.
Karamalakavat vishvam.
Vignanavasitam
Sarvam Yetadbhavan Veda Bhutavavyabhava Prabhu Karamakaraishvam Vijnanavasitam Tava. Very good. Try. So you guys can, boast to your friends that you came to the morning Bhagavatam class, you recited verses, and because you live close to the temple now, you can come all the time and have a wonderful time here. And you can ask their parents to come near the temple as well. In ancient days, they used to say that one should live near the river. But in the modern day, they said one should live near the temple, because the river comes to the house in form of tap water. But temple is very rare to find. But in olden days, in every village there was a temple, in every suburb there was a temple. So people were just coming there. But in Kali Yuga, having a Krishna conscious center is very, very rare. Therefore, the Prabhupada's vision is in every town and village there should be a Krishna conscious center where people who live around can come together and take each other's association centered around Bhagavad Gita and Srīmad Bhāgavatam, and in this way elevate their lives collectively. This is actual meaning of collective consciousness, that arising all together. Let's look at word to word. Sarvam, all and everything. He, certainly. Etad, this. Bhavan, your good self. Veda, no. Bhuta, all that is created or born. Bhavya, all that will be created or born. Bhavat, all that is being created. Prabhu, you, the master of everything. Kara, amalaka, vaivat. Just like a walnut within your grip. Vishvam, the universe. Vijnana avasitam. Within your knowledge, scientifically. Tava, your. Translation by His Loving Divine Grace, I see what you want. My dear, please repeat. My dear Father, all this is known to you scientifically. Because whatever was created in the past, whatever will be created in the future, or whatever is being created at present, as well as everything within the universe, is within your grip, just like a walnut. Therefore, Vaishnava Prabhupada, please hear. Brahma is the direct creator of the manifested universe, and everything is within the universe. He therefore knows what happened in the past, what will happen in the future, and what is happening at present. Three principal items, namely the living being, the phenomenal world, and the controller, are all in continuous action, past, present, and future, and the direct manager is supposed to know everything of such actions and reactions as one knows about a walnut within the grip of one's palm. The direct manufacturer of a particular thing is supposed to know how he learned the art of manufacturing where he got the ingredients, how he set it up, and how the products in the manufacturing process are being turned out. Because Brahma is the first born living being, naturally, he is supposed to know everything about creative functions. Om Jnana-Tinandasya Jnana-Shalakya Chakshurunmilitam-yena Tasmai Shri-Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnu-Padaya Krishna-Krishnaya-Bhutale Srīmad Bhakti-Vedanta Swami-Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati-Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha-Shunyavadi Pashvata-Desha-Tarane Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Gaura-Bhakta-Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Bhute Matir Vipu Nirmaya Shete Yadanushi Purusha Bhute Gaman Shodasha Shatmaka Sodam Kasishta Bhagavan Vachamsi Me Shri Krishna Sharanam Sharanagatam Kathamritam Satatapivatam Bhakti Vedanta Margamantanam Sarvaloke Rishideva Janapasannam Sarvaloke Rishideva Janapasannam. So who are these verses being spoken by?
Spoken by. This particular one is actually Brahma. Sorry, Narada is asking the question.
Yes. So, these verses are spoken by Narada. And so Narada Muni is addressing who here? Maybe do you know? Brahma. And who is Brahma? Yes, so he is the creator of all the material universe. And I like what you mentioned at the last. He is creator of everything except himself. But does Narada Muni know that at the moment? No, Narada Muni at the moment doesn't know that. What is Narada Muni at the moment thinking? That he is the original creator. So Narada Muni at the moment does not know who God is. So he is making all these addresses as if Lord Brahma is the Supreme Lord. Now, the definition, by definition of Supreme Lord, is that one who creates everything, but him no one can create. That's why Neil made this very important point, that but Brahma creates everything except for himself. Brahma is created, or rather born, from the navel of Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu is expansion of Krishna. So, this $1 million question, isn't it? If God created everything, then who created God? And Prajendra says this very nicely. Namo Namasye Akhila Karanaya. He says, I pay my obeisances unto that Supreme Lord who is Akhila Karanaya. So Akhila means everything. And Karana means the cause of everything. So, Krishna is the cause of everything. But what is his cause? Krishna beautifully states, Nishkaranaya. Of him there is no cause. And therefore, Adbhuta Karanaya. Adbhuta Karanaya. And this is a wonderful cause, wonderful reason that Krishna is the Lord and no one else is the original Lord. Everyone else is, due to tint of their some power that Krishna has invested in them, are at best secondary lords. So Brahma is a secondary lord or a demigod. But because in Narad Muni's purview, all he knows is Brahmaji, he is addressing Brahmaji as a supreme being. As many ignorant peasants who don't know any better, they, out of their own mental speculation, accept some other being as supreme Lord. 500 years ago, about this devotee from Gujarat, his name is Srīmad. He said that in one of his bhajans to Krishna, he says that Grantha gadabada kari, vatana kari kari, jene jegame tene puje. So that means Grantha. What is Grantha? Scriptures. Grantha. We say Grantaraj Srīmad Bhāgavatam. So Srīmad Bhāgavatam is the king of all scriptures. So now Srīmad says, Grantha gadabada kari. What is gadabada? Adulterate. Vatana kari kari. That the truth is not spoken. Jene jegame tene puje. Whoever likes whoever, they worship them. And manakrama bachanati emajmani le satya che jeme suje. From their mind, from their deeds, they just think, no, this is the Lord. I believe it. I believe it. It is the truth. It is the truth. So this is verily condemned, that the Lord is to be known through scriptures by devotees. So Narad Muni is setting a great example here. He is approaching his Guru, Brahmaji. And Brahmaji is a Sadguru. Sadguru means Brahmaji will give Narad the right direction. And Brahmaji will answer Narad Muni's inquisitive questions as per what Brahmaji has received from Vishnu or Krishna. Otherwise, if someone comes and says, Prabhu, you speak so nicely, you must be God. And I will say, yes, you are very true, I am God. Give me some money. This money business is going on. But a true guru is not interested in money. He is only interested in Krishna, and he is only interested in driving away the ignorance of the disciple. And this is what Brahmaji will be doing when we look at the subsequent verses, when we come to that. So, in the last slide here says, because Brahma is the first-born living being, naturally he is supposed to know everything about creative functions. So, Brahmaji is regarded as the creator of the material universe, who is empowered by Krishna to create. And in the third canto of Srīmad Bhāgavatam, we see that there are Brahmaji's prayers for creative energy. The chapter 9 is titled that, Brahma's prayers for creative energy, where Brahma prays to the Lord to be empowered so that he can create. And in second canto as well, Brahma's prayers also come of how Brahmaji becomes despondent when he is born, and to know his source, he enters the ocean through the channel of the stem of the lotus flower. But he goes on and on and on, and through his material endeavor he cannot fathom the end or the source of the lotus petal from which he is born, and becoming despondent and sad and defeated, he again comes back to the lotus petal, and then he accepts defeat. No, there is something much, much bigger beyond my puny intelligence, which I cannot conceive. And therefore he prays to that power, whoever that may be, I submit to you, please reveal yourself. Similarly, we can never understand Krishna until and unless we submit to him like Brahmaji did. Therefore, Brahmaji is a great personality. He, through his own example, tells that no matter how great of a personality one may be, Brahmaji, it is said, he is the Adi Devata, or the demigod in charge of intelligence. But yet, Brahmaji's intelligence is puny and insignificant in front of Krishna's intelligence. Therefore, in Shukadeva Goswami's prayers, how does Shukadeva Goswami address Krishna in terms of intelligence? What's the word he used? Patil? What Patil? Dhyam Patil. Dhi means intelligence. So Krishna is the director of intelligence. Prabhupada nicely translates. Krishna is the director of intelligence. Sri Patil, Krishna is the husband of goddess of fortune. Yagnapati, Krishna is the enjoyer of all the sacrifices. So whatever sacrifices we do, Venkateshwar Prabhu came in early, set up this whole place, that's a sacrifice. Nijima Mataji came, she assisted in the kitchen, that's a sacrifice. We are holding this curtain, that's a sacrifice. You are sitting here, you could be doing something else, that's a sacrifice. Krishna is the benefactor and enjoyer of that sacrifice. He is Yagnapati. Therefore, we should not take ownership of that, I am putting in the effort. Krishna is allowing us to put that effort. Prajapati, and Krishna is the leader of the population. Dhyam Pate is the director of intelligence. If we submit to him, then he will direct our intelligence in the right direction. What is to be done, how much is to be done, when it is to be done, and how it is to be done. Lokapati, Krishna is the owner of all the planets, and including Dharapati. He is the proprietor of this earth planet. And he is Patir Gati, meaning he is the Gati. Gati means destination. He is the destination for all the Vrishni and Yadu dynasties. And he is also our destination, our goal, Gatir. So therefore Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi, I am the goal. So Patir Gatir, when we really make Krishna our goal, then he becomes Patir, our protector on this path of Krishna consciousness. Like he is the Patir because Vrishni and Andhaka, the dynasty of Krishna, the Yadu dynasty, they regard Krishna as their Gatir, Krishna becomes their Patir, their protector. Patir Gatesh Chandaka Vrishni Satvatam. And then Shukadeva Goswami says, Prasidatam me Bhagavan Satam Patihi. Prasidatam me means, O Krishna, please be pleased with me. This is what a devotee wants. The Krishna, whatever, please be pleased with me. But it's not just a token spoken. The devotee tries to please Krishna. And he addresses Krishna, Bhagavan, your Supreme Lord, Satvatam Patihi, and you are the protector of the devotees. So in this way, these prayers become life when we endeavor to memorize these verses, when we put in effort. Because Krishna will give us that energy, Krishna will give us the memory, Krishna will give us the remembrance, Krishna will give us the knowledge. We should never think that all this is happening only due to my effort or my prowess. No, our effort is there, but it doesn't have any value or meaning. Krishna allows it to have any value or meaning because he energizes that effort. Without him energizing that effort, it has no meaning. Like Brahmaji, when he goes off to sleep at the end of his day, and when he wakes up again, it is said the equivalent of 4 yugas, one Aditi yuga has passed, that is 3.11 trillion years, I think, passes. In such a long time, what happens to Brahma's memory? Can you guess it? Yes, he forgets everything. He loses it. How to create, although he has created previously, he loses it. And then again he has to pray to Krishna, please empower me. Yene Krishna, give me introspection so that I can create. Like how you previously empowered and gave me knowledge to create. So everything is happening by these energies of the Lord, and one who is always submissive, recognizing that Krishna then works wonderfully in their lives. Krishna is doing everything. Like Srila Prabhupada, when he translated Srimad Bhāgavatam, the purport, and Srimad Bhāgavatam would come to him and Prabhupada would read. He himself has written, but he would read and he would shake his head and he would not believe it that I have written this, and he would submit, Krishna has written this through me, making me an instrument. Krishna's energy has worked in wonderful way. So similarly, if we just simply submit, for Krishna I want to do this, we will see how wonderfully Krishna makes everything happen. But our problem is, when success comes, we become influenced by pride. Oh, I have done this. Brahmaji, therefore, he prays in his prayers of creative energy that please bless me that I don't become overcome by pride, that I am the creator and I am the doer. No, you have empowered me. Yesha prapanna bharato ramayatma shaktya. He says that only through your shakti, ramayatma shaktya, everything has become possible. But please bless me that I don't become overcome by pride that I have done all this. So please always keep me humble in this way. So 4 things we have to always remember. Brahmaji tells us from his prayers. First thing, that Krishna, please give me introspection to do this seva for you. How to do, what to do, when to do. Second thing, Krishna, everything is done by your energy. However, please bless me that I don't become overcome by pride that I am the doer. 4th thing, Brahmaji says, that everything, again, Krishna, is done by your energy. Let me not deviate from chanting the Vedic hymns. For us it means, let us not deviate from chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Brahmaji is the busiest personality in the universe. No one can be as busy as Brahma. But still, he does not say, oh, I'm busy today, I won't chant. No, he never deviates from chanting his anointed Vedic hymns. And Brahmaji is praised for that. Krishna, similarly, we should always pray to Krishna before we start our rounds. Krishna, please allow me to chant my rounds today for your pleasure. Let me not deviate from attentive chanting. And the last thing Brahmaji says, as he is waking the Lord up, that be pleased, smile upon me, open your eyes, and speak your sweet direction. Madhya gira panayata purusha purana. Madhya means sweet. Gira means words. Because Brahmaji needs direction on how to create. So, Brahmaji is despondent at the moment. So he says, please drive away my despondency by speaking your sweet direction. Similarly, in the mornings, when we wake Krishna up, actually when we wake the Lordship up, we recite this prayer, the last prayer of Brahmaji, where he says that So Bhadra Karuno Bhagavan Vivritam, that, O Krishna, you are unlimitedly and excessively merciful. So Bhadra Karuno Bhagavan Vivritam, Premasmite Nanayanam Guruham Vrijimham. Premasmita. Prema Smita means lovingly, Smita means smile, lovingly smile upon us. We look at Krishna, he is always smiling. And Nayanam Ruham Vrijimham, and please open your lotus eyes. Utthaya Vishwa Vijayaya Chalo Nishadam. Utthaya, please rise, my Lord. And Vishwa Vijaya, gain victory over the whole universe. And drive away Vishata. Vishata means what? Lamentation, despondency, depression. Please drive away the despondency of the whole universe. Madhya kira panayata purusha purana. And speak your sweet direction. If we start our day like this, by approaching Krishna, then we'll see how wonderfully he acts in our lives. It is not just words, but also it means actions. That yes, we do things for Krishna throughout. And we'll see how wonderfully Krishna acts. And Prabhupada, is a testimony to that. Otherwise, how can an old man, in his late 60s, 70s, just with few suitcases and box of books, travel across the seas, suffer 2 heart attacks, and yet have the courage to follow the orders of his spiritual master, to preach the message of Krishna consciousness in the West. It is not possible. It is only possible when that person becomes the recipient of Krishna's mercy and Krishna's energies. And that person only becomes recipient of Krishna's mercy and Krishna's energy when that person submits sincerely to the orders of his own spiritual master. in which we see Narada Muni is doing to Brahma, and Brahma did to Krishna or Vishnu. So this secret of success of spiritual life depends on the mercy of spiritual master, and that too a true spiritual master. Because here Narada Muni has misgivings that Lord Brahma is the original creator. But Lord Brahma is Sadguru. He will not just say, oh yes, whatever you said about me is true. No, he says, whatever you said about me is partially true. Lord Krishna is in charge. Any questions? Yes.
Prabhu, just curious to know.
Joe, give me 5 minutes, I'll be there. Yeah, thank you. There's the installer for the classrooms.
Prabhu, I'm just curious to know. You said that Narada Muni didn't know who the creator was. He always thought he was thinking Brahma was the creator. So how old is Narada? How old is Narada Muni then? When are we talking about? Is it just when he was born, or?
Well, this is because the Brahmaji here is going to explain to Narada about primary creation. Third Canto, he explains about secondary creation. So this is when Brahmaji himself has realized who Krishna is, and so you can say that this is perhaps on the first day of Brahma.
Oh, right.
So Narada Muni doesn't know yet.
Prabhu, one more question. So what is the, you know how you said Brahma sleeps and then he wakes up and he forgets everything. So Brahma is a position. Yeah. Is that correct understanding? So then, when do Brahmas change? So
At the end of their lives, which is 311 trillion.
So end of their lives.
Yeah.
They don't, okay.
So Brahma will change then.
Prabhu, one more, if there's no others.
Please.
You know, it says in the translation that Brahma knows the past, present and future. I was curious, how does Brahma know about the future? Because how does he know that how I'm going to use my free will? So how does he know that?
Because he is known also as Viraja of all the living entities. So he knows the past karmas of all the living entities, and like a manager in the office, he allocates what task which person will do according to which people's capacity and capability. So Brahmaji is in charge of that allocation, you can say, of bringing everyone according to their karma together. Person who deserve each other, that brings them together by arranging all those things. So Brahmaji is one of Brahmaji's name also is Vidhata, that he writes the destiny. But it's not that destiny is just written. No, it's based on the person's past karmas. But Krishna is the original Vidhata. Brahmaji just, you can say, is the assistant. He just facilitates that. So therefore Brahmaji is the Trikardarshi as well. But Brahmaji doesn't know the extent of the past as Krishna does. So within the jurisdiction of the material universe only, Brahma understands. He doesn't understand much beyond it.
Only what is under his material jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Right? Because there are many universes he is not a part of.
No.
So he only knows what is into that.
Yeah. And that could not completely also. Just remember, these verses are spoken by Narada Muni, and at the moment Narada Muni has limited understanding. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
last question. Hare Krishna. Jai Grantha Srīmad Bhāgavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. So we'll be doing some more voting read. So if you can stay behind, that'd be good. And let's join for breakfast. Today's breakfast is a bit of reliance on Krishna's creative energy. Let's see.